Wholesale Shark. We are live from the Dispo Shark Studios. I am Chris, one of the relationship managers here. What does that mean? That means that if you have a deal that you want to get sold, I am your first point of contact. Also, if you need to get a right price on the right deal, we can go ahead and help you out with that as well. You can either text me or give me a call. Introducing today my co-host, we have Annette and Jackie. Please go ahead, girls.
What's up, everybody? My name is Annette. I'm also a relationships manager here at Dispo Sharks. Thanks, Chris.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jackie, and I'm also a relationships manager here with you guys.
And today we have the blessing. We have the blessing of having Miss Agata with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in today, Ms. Agata.
I appreciate it.
Well, so very simple. We're gonna go ahead and dive right into it. We just have a few questions for you today. We're interested in knowing your story, your what you do on a daily basis. Ladies, why don't we go ahead and get started with a few questions?
Just how you said, starting with the journey, like how did you get to this field? Like what made you be part of this career?
Well, you know what? I think I was kind of born into this.
I don't know if you want to move.
I'm sorry.
Get closer. Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
My grandmother actually was an amazing businesswoman
Okay.
in Poland during a time when, communist country, and she really was amazing. Like I said, she is the one that taught me everything about business, and she invested all her money into real estate. So it kind of gave me, from a very early age, I just kind of knew that you invest money in real estate, and that's, she trusted real estate more than she did a bank. So
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
So was it here in the States that she invested, or in
Poland? In Poland, yeah.
So are you Polish?
I'm Polish. I
Oh,
was born in
amazing.
Poland. Yes.
We were trying
absolutely.
to guess right now. We're like, from where?
Yes.
So you were saying it's Agata.
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 That's the Polish way
Polish,
of saying
right,
it.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Mhm.
So you got it, ladies.
Yeah.
I need to struggle with
Beautiful.
it.
So let's tell the audience a little bit about yourself. Who is Agata?
Good question, huh? Well, I'm a mom.
Lovely.
I'm a wife, and I'm a realtor.
Awesome. Who do you work with?
So I work with 70 Years Old, Hague Partners.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely love it.
Nice.
Now, what is a day in the life of Agata? You wake up in the morning. You how do you start your routine? What's something that you might consider yourself different from everybody else that's might be doing the same line of work?
Or unique?
You know what? I think that you just have to be very passionate, and you have to love to hustle. In this business, a lot of people have this idea that, you buy one house and you make all this money and that's it. If you really want to make money and you want to make a change in people's lives and your life, you really have to hustle, and you have to really be on it. So every day, what I love about this business is every day is different,
Yeah.
So every day I wake up, I actually don't know what's going to happen. And actually, I think that's what I really love about it. There's certain things that I always do. I'm always prospecting and looking for clients, and there's just certain things, but you just can't really say, every day I wake up and I find out the craziest things. So
I mean, what I was trying to ask, I guess, is do you have a particular routine, I guess, every morning to where it helps you prepare for your day?
Like any rituals or any
Do you meditate? Do you read?
meditating or exercise?
We know we've had a lot of
or
people,
read?
that read, or
I don't meditate. I, actually, I just, I'm trying to think. What do I do? I actually just am very on top of everything. So I just need to have everything done by a certain time. And so I'm very by the clock.
okay.
So when I wake up, I'm kind of on a schedule. First, I get my kids to school, get back home, get on the computer, check in with all my clients. Just, there's just every day.
So I guess in itself that kind of becomes your ritual, right?
I guess it does.
Family,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
'Cause I have kids myself, right? So I can relate, right? I wake up every morning, make sure that my kids are they're good, they're fed and whatnot,
Yeah.
and after that, it becomes a ritual within if I don't do that, or if my wife were to do it, for instance, it kind of throws my day off. I feel like I didn't start right with the right foot. So yeah,
I guess it is. So I guess I guess you're right, because I wake up. Obviously, I make them breakfast. I get them ready. I take them to school, and then right after that, I'm already on the phone. So as soon as I say bye, I love you. Have a great day. And then I'm like calling, I'm already on the phone.
How old are your kids?
So my oldest is now 14 and 12. So
Love it.
Two boys?
Awesome.
a girl and a boy.
Okay.
Mhm. Yes.
So having a family can be challenging at times.
Yes.
And balancing work with family. What are some things that you do to balance that, to balance the professional life and also the family?
Well, I think that I definitely have gone full time as a realtor now because they're older.
Yeah.
When they were younger, it was really difficult to do. But I always make them a priority, and I always want them to know that they're a priority. So I try really hard not to be on my phone, but we're kind of we always live on them, right?
Yes.
They're always around, and there's always something going on. So when I have time one-on-one with them, I always just take it away, and then we have no phones. And so that's kind of what we do. We do family time, and we,
Is it like
try
dinner, like no phones or something?
Yeah,
like
I
that?
do. I mean, I have to tell you, it started a long time ago with my husband. I always used to laugh. I mean, he is constantly on the phone. And so I hated it. And so when we had kids, that was one of my things. And now that they have phones, I mean, it's just, it's crazy. But it's kind of I hate it and I love it at the same time because, I can always check my messages. I can check my emails wherever I am. So I can be out with them and I can still kind of work, So that's nice. But when we have like our family time, dinner time, I say all phones away. So
I got a quick question, because in some cases, right, and I guess I can relate to it myself, the male figure or the man in the family a lot of times has that they're the culprit of not being the ones that pay attention or being the breadwinner, so therefore they're putting their family aside for in some cases. Not to put you on the spot, but going back to when you hated that from your husband, how do you feel now being that you're in that position?
Yeah.
Being that you're the breadwinner now.
Now you're
and
doing
it's like wait, now I'm finding myself being culprit of that as well. Right? How would you? How
he
can you
reminds
relate
me.
to him now?
He reminds me a lot.
Not to put you on the spot, but that's what this is
Trust
about, right?
me. He's like, phone. Because I used to walk around and be like, get off the phone.
Is he also in real estate?
No, he's
Curious.
not. No. Oh gosh, no. Thank God. But no, it's kind of funny. But he does remind me all the time. He's like, do you remember? Do you see? And I go, but this is so important. It's a great deal. I need to take this. And he's like, yeah, I know.
Mine was important
I know.
too.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that. So it was. It's been kind of fun having like this kind of a role reversal almost.
So we know that you're a licensed agent. What did you do before real estate?
So I actually came to Arizona to study biomedical engineering.
Amazing.
And
Nice.
Thank you. I went into biomedical engineering because I love math and science. So
I wish I could say the same. I'm horrible at
I
math.
love numbers.
I used to work for a bank, so that's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Although I speak 3 languages, I'm horrible at writing things. I'm horrible at spelling.
The fact that you said you spoke
Hold
English, I
on.
could have just passed by that. Right?
So impressive. What do you speak?
Polish, obviously,
okay.
German, and English.
Oh, German is so
So
hard, you guys.
I'm half German.
Oh, okay.
But
No way.
Yeah, I'm half German and Mexican.
We're just
But
like dropping things.
we're like, who are
You
these
never
people?
know.
No, but I that's one of my goals is to become fluent in German. Like in German, that would be so cool. That's really
so
cool.
difficult. Just to you see the letters
I feel like
backwards
it's a very
and
harsh
dots
language.
everywhere.
I just have to tell you, it's kind of funny because I literally cannot spell in any language. So thank God for spell check. I'm horrible. I don't know if it just kind of comes together, but literally I can't spell in any language. So math and science was like my favorite. So that's where I came in. And then after school, after I finished, I actually opened a clothing store. Okay. So I imported clothing on my label from Paris and Milan. And I think that's where I kind of started to learn how to negotiate. Because, you have French and Italian men, and if you want to make $1, you better know how to work it.
Sure.
Yeah. So, that was kind of a great time in my life and a lot of learning, a lot of mistakes. But again, that's how you learn.
So from those mistakes, obviously there was a lot of sacrifices that you made. Is there any highlights that you remember? This is why I'm here now, or this has helped me to build me to be here.
Oh, absolutely. I think everything that I've went through, just having a business, running a business, building a team, having the right support, having the right people working for you, knowing how to manage people, knowing how to train people, all of those things come into play. And then, of course, negotiating deals, importing. There's just a lot that this is why I'm here. We actually had kids a little bit later in life, and so I decided that when I was pregnant, that I was going to stop and be like a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
And that was great, and I loved it. But then, you kind of are sitting there and going, I need to do something more. I need something more.
Yeah.
And real estate has just always been there for me. Like I've always loved it. So it was just very natural.
Did you ever think on going back to your career, what you study?
No, the thing is, I think, and then my mother even told me this. She goes, "Why would you pick this?"
Real estate over.
No, biomedical engineering.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly lab work. It's a lot of lab work, and I mean, you just don't see me in the lab. I love talking to people. I love being out, making some kind of difference. I mean, you're making a huge difference when you're in the lab doing biomedical engineering. Mm-hmm. However, you're in the lab. No one sees you all day. It's just not for me. So I never really thought twice. I honestly just picked that, I think, because I loved math and science.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Agata, what would you say would be one of your traits that basically keeps you different than everybody else doing the same thing that you're doing? What would you say, this is what I do differently, and this is why my clients love me, as opposed to going with anybody else?
You know what? I tend to be pretty stubborn. So
I'm all same.
it really helps in this industry because I just don't take no for an answer.
I love it.
So I will find the way. I will get the deal done no matter what. Like, I'll do it.
Well, that just goes, we're doing a deal together, right? That's
Yes,
going
we
through
are.
a little turmoil.
Yes.
But we and you are determined to make it and get it closed. So that's just, that goes to show right there. Yeah.
Well, that was amazing. That client called me, and I spoke with her once before. And she called me and she said, our house is getting foreclosed in a week, as you know, because we spoke like a month prior. And she actually does not have the deed to the house. It was her ex-boyfriend that owns the house. He lives in Wyoming now. I go, a week, huh? You're giving me a whole week.
You're like little days.
And it's kind of funny you were saying, like, I really never know what's going to happen in the morning because that was my day off. I was planning to actually have a day off. It was Thursday. I was like, I'm going to take this eye off. I'm just going to sit down on the computer, do a couple emails. And I just finished the email. She calls, I pick up the phone, and
boom, there it is.
There it is, exactly.
Wow.
And so, within hours.
Isn't that amazing how a lot of times we we plant the seed, we do our due diligence to, establish a relationship with someone or with something.
Yes.
And when you least expect it seems like literally, the results happen, it could happen the next day, it could happen a week from now, or even a year from now.
Yes.
Right? But it's because you did your due diligence to plant that seed. Isn't that amazing
Absolutely.
how that works?
It is. It's, that's what I love about this business. That's why I love it, because you really don't have the same day every day.
Yeah,
and I just could not do that. So that's why lab work is just not me. And I love it. But you're right. I have people calling me from like a year ago that I talked to them or saw them and they just weren't ready to sell their house at that time. But, somehow I did something, right? Because they remembered me.
They like the way my hair looked that day or something. But
Hey, I'll take it.
I'll
take
that
it.
you left, I'm sure.
Well, I try to really educate my clients, and I think that's the most important. I never put anything down. I just educate them on real estate. And I think that most of my clients really like that. They really like that. I really tell them how it is and what's going on, and I don't hide things.
Full transparency.
It is, yes,
Being honest.
absolutely. It really.
So you do that educate your clients, but also what do you do now for marketing? Like, how do you take yourself out for other people to meet you?
The wonderful
Know
thing.
who you are, you know?
The wonderful thing about working for 72 Sold, that obviously we have a lot of marketing, so that really helps.
You guys have not seen one of those commercials? Get out of those. No, yeah, those guys are like all day.
I think everyone at this point has seen it. Yeah. So Greg is amazing. He owns the company, and he puts a lot of money into marketing.
How is it working with him, by the way?
He's fabulous. He's a genius. He's like the real estate genius.
Okay.
He just has a pulse. I mean, he just knows exactly what's going on with real estate. He doesn't go on appointments. He doesn't talk to clients, and yet he knows everything that's going on.
Wow.
He really is amazing. So, but he's been in this business his whole life. So I'm so honored that I get to have him around and learn from him.
Not only that, but I mean, it's like think about it. Like you have such a big role model. It's like
the best, and that's you want to surround yourself with the best, because that's how you learn. That's how you learn how And I have to tell you, the one thing work ethic. This business attracts a lot of people that think that they're gonna do nothing and get money, and I think if that's your goal, you're just not going to survive in here.
Right.
His work ethic. He comes in, he's the first one in the office and the last one to leave, and that's what that's how you make it. That's what you have to do. You have to like really put in your time. You really do. So it doesn't just come to you.
Right.
You don't just put a website out and your name and like, hey, I'm a realtor. Okay, come get me.
Come to me.
Gotta just roll the dice, hope for a 7, right?
You really have to work at it. So it's a wonderful. I love the office. I love the atmosphere from everyone, because everybody's like working really hard, and there's always something going on. It's a fun atmosphere. So I really love that.
So being with 72 Sold, how did you stumble across Wholesale Sharks? I know that we're, like I mentioned, currently doing a deal. How did that come about?
So, I have a list of investors that I usually work. I have to tell you, I mean, honestly, my favorite houses to sell are the really bad ones or the really great ones. They're both easy to sell. The in between is but I have a list of investors, and a lot of them, it kind of changes. Some give me better deals than others. And so I saw you guys. I got an email from you. I was like, I'll try it. Okay. So when I was sending out one of my houses, I sent it to Ross, and that's kind of how it came about.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So it was really great.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. I was so happy to find him. It was great.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Agata, where do you see yourself in the next year, 5 years? I mean, obviously, you're a killer at what you do now.
I'm taking over.
Right. But where do you see yourself? In the next 5 to 10 years? I mean, what are you striving for? What's going on? What's going to happen?
I really want to do more in real estate. I hope to have a team of my own, and
Nice.
yeah, I'm right now I'm working on being getting my broker's license.
Okay, cool.
That's
So I have big plans. We'll see what happens.
We'll be rooting for you.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Any current challenges for you to get your license?
Yeah, time. Time. If I only didn't have to sleep, it'd be great. But between family and work, just there's no time. So
There's not
that's
enough time
the
in
only
the day.
thing.
I always say
It
the
really
same thing.
is.
I mean, you can start your day at like 5, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You just don't have enough time.
It just disappears.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I mean, my whole day, I was literally by my computer from morning to like 9:30 at night. And I was talking to my TC, Christina, like 9:30. We were laughing because she's like, oh, how long are you going to be up? And I go, oh, a while. I just have so much to do still. And it was, that's the game.
It's a
I mean,
business.
you have to really put in your time.
It really is. It really is. And especially in our line of work, for instance, I can relate. I was up to like 11:30 last night when I was supposed to go to sleep at 8. I promise you guys, I was supposed to go to sleep at 8. And then out of the nowhere, we get that, somebody hit me up about a certain deal, and then I'm like,
We're all in the group chat. Like,
And I have,
11:30.
by the way,
That's how it happens.
Let me take the time to just let you know what amazing teammates I have. So these guys knew I was going through something where I was struggling to get a deal. These guys are they have my back so well that when you work for the right team, you can feel that support.
Yes.
And it's amazing.
It's great.
Especially you were saying working where you work with people that you work with, you feel that warmth, love, where it's like literally like nobody is there telling you or looking at you in a way that like, like I hate the fact that he's doing this or that.
Yeah.
They're really
trying
there
to build you up.
Exactly.
They're building you up.
So
yes.
I just want to take the time just to appreciate
that's
my
great.
teammates.
That's
and thank you very
nice.
much for
Shout
the
out,
support,
Chris.
ladies.
That's awesome. That's wonderful.
Well, ladies, I think we're about to wrap it up. I think that's as much time as we have with Ms. Agata today. Ms. Agata, do you have any closing statements? Any advice that you have for our viewers that you might want to share?
Well, you know what? Right now is the time to sell your house. We are low on inventory. Please give me a call.
Well, how can the viewers reach you?
Social media,
absolutely.
number,
Yes.
email?
So you can find me, Agata Kennedy, and I'm on social media, Scottsdale AZ Realtor. So you can just look me up.
Any
please.
last advice that you can give to whoever's starting on this field?
Yes, I would say, think that you're going to work hard, and the beginning is the most difficult because you're just making a name for yourself. And with all the deals I've done, every deal is different, and there's always something to learn. So if you're, like I said, if you're getting into this real estate, you better really want to hustle and work, and that's how you make it. If you're under the impression that you're just gonna sell houses because your friends are going to come and tell you to, sell your their houses. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Yeah.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you for being here
Thank
today.
you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ms. Agata, once again for taking the time out of your day to join us.
Thank you.
And to everybody that's watching at home, remember we put these shows together, these podcasts together, not only to bring value to our viewers, but also just to let everybody know that if they have a deal that they need to be worked with or that they need any help with, we don't ask to be exclusive. We don't ask to to be your only option. All we ask is to give us the opportunity to work with you and show you some value. Other than that, thank you very much for joining us at home. You guys have a wonderful day. Ladies, any closing things?
We'll see you on next episode. And if you guys have any questions, DM on Dispo Sharks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.